Welcome to Your Daily Writing Habit. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing a book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me on the web, look for Christine Inc., I-N-K, like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 21 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they can even turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things, my pillars here on the show, are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Hello, happy Tuesday, and welcome once again to Your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 1392. Here's today's quote. As a writer, you should not judge, you should understand. Ernest Hemingway. And welcome to part 10, most likely the final installment of my AI and Authors series, until I think of something more interesting to talk about. As always, please check the show notes for links to the prior installments, as well as various other resources and source articles I always try to include as we move forward into this newest innovation cycle in history that will, like many cycles before it, impact us as creatives. The goal of this series has been not to induce panic or fear, or to be blindly an extremist pro or anti-AI, but rather it is to examine the reality of artificial intelligence and authors, and see what we need to do to AI-proof our careers and look for potential opportunities to supplement our existing productivity methods so we have more time to dream up creative awesomeness in our books. So today I want to conclude this series on a productive and hopefully actionable note. As authors, where do we draw the line between areas of the book creation process where we feel it's okay to enlist the help of an AI tool, and areas where we feel like we should keep the process strictly between ourselves and our human creative brains? So let me throw some pieces of the process at you so you can think about each one and start making judgment calls on your own behalf as an author. So let's look at pieces of the publishing journey and decide, AI or you as a human. Developing a book idea, perhaps even outlining or mind mapping it. Pulling together existing content that you have written, but into manuscript format. Taking your original ideas and putting them into words. Finding better ways of phrasing things. Scanning for plot holes and idea gaps within your manuscript. Citing references and formatting them and preparing a bibliography. Manuscript editing, and here I recommend separating this item out to developmental, line, copy editing, and proofreading. And of course, I could keep going into the publishing and marketing parts of the author journey, but I'll leave it with those items for now, because these are questions that we will all, well, we already are, facing as authors, as AI tools become increasingly ubiquitous in our words, our world, our work, all those things. Similar to the questions authors were confronted with when the internet came along, and blogging, and then social media. All of these forms of technology have affected our work, and AI is no exception. Here are some of my kind of broad opinions on some of the parts of the book creation process that I just listed. Now, I think of any tasks involving creative decisions made by the author, and of course the actual writing, as in conjuring ideas and putting them into words, as belonging in the human realm. So those are author tasks. I personally see editing as also falling into this bracket, and simply because of an author's unique voice and style and X factors that if an AI is simply scanning based on grammar rules, they might miss those things. Which tasks in creating a book would you delegate to someone else, perhaps maybe a real-life virtual assistant? Curating and cataloging content? Organizing existing ideas, merging existing content into manuscript form, citing references, organizing a bibliography, and maybe even like a final basic proofread purely on grammar? Might these sorts of tasks be ideal to delegate to an automated tool? Based on what we know so far about AIs and their inability, I should say, to actually understand the data they are being programmed with, I don't recommend delegating the actual conjuring of words and ideas, especially when anything related to the human experience is involved. So that's kind of my hot take on AI versus human. And I'm also including in the show notes today a fantastic blog post by a friend. It has a listing of AI productivity tools to check out. And by the way, which tools have you taken for a test drive so far? Swing by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and let us know. Which tools have you tried out and how are they working for you as an author? Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. Be sure and drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. I would also be so appreciative if you could subscribe or follow wherever you happen to be listening to the sound of my voice, and leave a review while you're there. Thank you so much. Until tomorrow, happy writing.